The NFT art space is exploding, and NFTs are being sold for a lot of money. Like my beloved Nanyang cat that sold for over $500,000, or this Beeple NFT that sold for $69 million. Has all the news about these digital JPEGs made you wonder how you can invest in NFTs? What's up everyone, it's Sean and welcome to Invest with Fire, where we invest for financial freedom. Today, I want to show you how to invest in NFTs, and we'll go over what is an NFT, we'll compare the traditional versus the digital art field, and we'll go over how big the art market is, and then show you how to actually invest in NFT art. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Non-fungible means that it's unique and it can't be replaced with something else. A dollar is fungible, and you could trade one for another dollar and you'll have the same thing. A non-fungible item, like a one-of-a-kind Pikachu item, is unique and irreplaceable. Without going down the crypto rabbit hole, you can think of NFTs as just a digital certificate of authenticity. Blockchain technology is used to identify the owner and track the history of transactions. So let's compare the differences between traditional art and digital art. Traditional art is static and is hung on a wall, and there's no emotion. Digital art is the next evolution of art, and each piece can incorporate complex movements and can also be hung on a wall in a digital frame. Traditional art is hard to move around and it can be easily damaged, versus digital art can be sent to anyone in the world over the internet and can't be damaged. Traditional art can be stolen and digital art can't be easily stolen because the NFT shows who the owner is and all of the transactions are recorded. The authenticity of traditional art can be difficult to prove because records get lost or appraisers just plain don't know how to figure out what is real or not. In the Netflix documentary, Murder Among the Mormons, Mark Hoffman was able to create fake Mormon documents that fooled many experts. And if we compare this to digital art, its authenticity and origin is available for anyone to verify. Digital art has significant advantages over traditional art in the same way that digital photos have over physical photos. Let's cover how big the art market is to get a sense of how much the NFT market can grow. The market cap of traditional art is around $70 billion, and the digital art market cap is around $500 million. These are rough numbers, and I rounded up, but it gives you a sense of how small the NFT market space is, even with all the news we're hearing. We're still in the early stages of the whole NFT art movement. The traditional art market is 140 times bigger than the digital art market. A couple more stats about the art market. The United States, United Kingdom, and China make up about 85% of the entire market. Art auction and dealers are responsible for about $29 and $36 billion in global sales, respectively. This is important because NFTs will disrupt physical auctions and dealers and take a bite out of the $65 billion industry. Online art sales are only responsible for about $6 billion in global sales. More than 50% of US art collectors are over the age of 50. Asia, particularly Singapore and Hong Kong, have high percentage of millennials as art collectors. From 2000 to 2018, the art market outperformed the S&P 500 by over 180%. The world's wealthiest people have been acquiring art for hundreds of years, thousands of years, whether it was for a store of value, capital appreciation, or just pure creative and intellectual stimulation. How do we invest in NFT art? The first step involves researching artists because you're essentially investing in the artist. You're making bets that the artist will have a great career and hoping that the artist increases their brand value and presence. If an artist is already big, then you'll pay more. And if the artist is not as well known, then you're not going to pay as much. And you can consider them a bit more undervalued, but there's more risk because you don't know if they're going to become big. Beeple is a well-known digital artist and is respected in the industry because he's created and given out a lot of free art. He's also known for his Everyday series, where he makes digital art every single day. His art has also been used by Katy Perry and Wiz Khalifa. Other well-known NFT artists are Fuocious, Joy, Josie, and CryptoPunks. However, if you're going to invest in NFT art, you want to find artists before they become famous so that you can buy the NFTs before they become valuable. This is why you'll need to plug into the market to get a sense of what is popular. Twitter is where all the action happens, so you need to follow artists and popular people who talk about the market, like Gary Vee, Logan Paul, and Elon, because if they mention an NFT artist or something about an NFT, it can increase the value of that art. You can also use cryptoartpulse.com to see what prices are being sold for. Third, you need to figure out how to value NFT art, and this is a very subjective thing. You'll have to know which artists have good reputations, what is popular, and have a good eye for what looks good. The good thing about NFT art is that you can see all the transactions and use that as a starter point for valuing NFT art. How rare an NFT art piece also affects its value. If it's a 1-for-1 edition, which means that only one art piece can be purchased, then it's more rare than if that piece was dropped, which that means that a digital art piece can be bought for a limited amount of time. Digital art can also have mint numbers, which shows the order in which the art piece was purchased. So the lower the number, the better. After you've done all of this, now it's time to buy an NFT. It doesn't matter where you buy NFTs from, as long as you get an NFT token. A couple marketplaces are Super Rare, Nifty Gateway, NBA Top Shop, and Rarible. Super Rare focuses on one-on-one editions, and it's a curated platform to help make sure that you're not getting ripped off. Nifty Gateway does drops where they work with artists to have them release a certain number of art pieces. NBA Top Shop is where you can buy NFT basketball highlights. And Rarible is an open marketplace and it's not curated. The good thing about this site is that anyone can sell NFTs, but it's also bad because you can get ripped off if you don't buy NFT art from the original artist. But it's pretty easy to tell who the original artist is by looking at the check marks. Some other sites are listed on screen, for example, Marketplace, KnownOrigin.io, Mintbase, Async Art, and OpenSea.io. And there's many more. And that's how you invest in NFT art. The digital marketplace has a lot of room to grow, and it's something that will be around in the future. I believe that digital art will be bigger than traditional art, but the hard part is figuring out when that will happen. Now go out there and look for some art and invest safe.